All right, let's talk about the couch. My couch, your couch. It's more than just a piece of furniture, isn't it? It's a lifestyle, it's a gravitational force. Some days, I swear my couch has its own magnetic field and I'm just a helpless paperclip. I'll wake up with big plans. I'm going to organize the garage. I'm going to learn how to bake sourdough bread. I'm going to finally figure out what TikTok is all about. But then, I make a quick stop on the couch, just for a second. To gather my thoughts. And the next thing I know, it's been 3 hours. I've watched an entire documentary about competitive cheese rolling. And my only accomplishment is perfecting the art of scrolling with my big toe. We've all been there. You have a list of things to do, a whole mountain of adult responsibilities. But the couch whispers sweet nothings in your ear. Just one more episode, it says. You deserve a break. You blinked really hard earlier. That was tiring. It's what I like to call the Couch Olympics. The events include the 10-hour binge-watch marathon, the synchronized snacking relay, and the freestyle remote find. I'm pretty sure I've medaled in all of them. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of not doing things. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's an art form. I like to call it productive procrastination. This is when you avoid the one big, scary thing you're supposed to do by doing a bunch of other, smaller, less important things. For example, my taxes are due. It's a huge, intimidating pile of papers and numbers. So what do? I suddenly decide this is the perfect moment to alphabetize my spice rack. The oregano cannot be next to the paprika. It's chaos. This is a classic move. You have a major work deadline looming, and you find yourself deep cleaning the refrigerator. You're scrubbing shelves that haven't been touched since you moved in, discovering science experiments in the form of old leftovers. You're not just sitting on the couch, see? You're being productive. It just happens to be the least useful thing you could possibly be doing at that moment. I once had to write a bunch of jokes for a show. Instead of writing, I spent 4 hours researching the migratory patterns of the Arctic tern. It's incredible. It's also completely irrelevant to my job. It was just my brain's clever way of running away from a blank page. Productive procrastination is a beautiful, intricate dance of avoidance. So why do we do this? Why does our get up and go seem to have gotten up and gone without us? It's not just because we're lazy. There's some real science-y stuff going on in our brains. A lot of the time, it comes down to feeling overwhelmed. When a task seems too big, too difficult, too boring, it's like looking at a mountain I have to climb that whole thing. I don't even have the right shoes. I think I'll just sit here and eat this granola bar instead. That feeling of dread is powerful, and our natural instinct is to avoid it. Another big reason is the fear of failure, or even the fear of not doing it perfectly. We want to write a novel. What if it's terrible? We want to start exercising. What if we look silly at the gym? So instead of trying and possibly failing, we choose not to try at all. That way, we can't fail. It's a bulletproof plan. Except you also can't succeed. Sometimes it's just plain old decision fatigue. We make so many tiny decisions all day long. By the time we get to the big, important decisions, our brain is exhausted. It chooses the easy path, the path of least resistance. That path almost always leads directly back to the couch, where no decisions are required. Okay, so we're all expert-level procrastinators. What can we actually do about it? I'm not going to tell you to just be more disciplined. If it were that easy, you wouldn't be reading this. You'd be out there wrestling a bear or something. No, we need tricks. We need hacks. My favorite one is called the 2-minute rule. It's so simple, it's brilliant. The rule is this: if a task takes less than 2 minutes to do, just do it right now. Don't think about it. Don't add it to a list. Don't wait, just do it. Think about it. Putting your dish in the dishwasher instead of the sink? Wiping down the counter after you make a sandwich? Taking out the recycling? Replying to that one simple email? We let these tiny 2-minute tasks pile up until they become a giant, overwhelming monster of a chore list. But if you tackle them immediately, they never get a chance to grow. It's like playing whack-a-mole with your responsibilities. You just bop them on the head as soon as they pop up. But here's the secret magic of the 2-minute rule. It's also for big tasks. You don't have to finish the big task. You just have to start it for 2 minutes. Want to clean the whole house? No, just clean for 2 minutes. Want to write that report? No, just open the document and write for 2 minutes. Want to start exercising? No, just put on your workout clothes and do jumping jacks for 2 minutes. The hardest part of any task is getting started. This rule is designed to make starting ridiculously easy. The 2-minute rule is like giving that boulder on the top of the hill a tiny little push. Once it starts rolling, it's much easier to keep it moving. We all know about to-do lists, and honestly, for many of us, they are instruments of guilt. We write these long, ambitious lists at the beginning of the day. 1. Run a marathon. 2. Solve world hunger. 3. Regrout the entire bathroom. 4. Learn Mandarin. By the end of the day, we've crossed off nothing, and the list just sits there, judging us. So, I say, forget those lists. Let's make a different kind of list. A tiny, almost laughably easy to-do list. I'm talking 3 things, maximum. Instead of writing down everything you could possibly do, write only the top 1 to 3 most important things. Don't write clean kitchen. That's too big. That's a trap. Instead, write load the dishwasher. See the difference? One is vague and overwhelming. The other is a single, concrete action you can finish and feel good about. Our brains are kind of like toddlers. They're easily distracted. They respond well to bribes. They don't like being told what to do. One of the best ways to do this is temptation bundling. Pair something you want with something you need, like hiding vegetables in a brownie. The brain is so focused on the brownie it misses the veggies. For example, that new true crime podcast you love. Only let yourself listen while cleaning the kitchen. Want to watch your favorite show? Great, only while you're on the treadmill. Want to scroll Instagram? Fine, but only for 10 minutes while walking your block. Another trick, change your environment. If the couch keeps calling, get out of the house, go to a library, go to a coffee shop, go to a park bench, and finally, rewards. Bribe yourself. If I finish 1 hour of work, I get a cookie. In our go-go-go world, we're taught to only celebrate the big wins, the promotion, the graduation, finishing a marathon. But what about all the little victories that happen every day? We ignore them. And that's a huge mistake. They keep you going. They are fuel for your motivation engine. So I'm giving you permission. I insist. Start celebrating the small stuff. The really small stuff. Did you get out of bed today? That's a win. High five yourself. Put on real pants, no elastic waistband. Monumental. Did you drink a glass of water? Amazing. Do a little dance. Took your vitamins? Health god. Strike a pose. It sounds ridiculous, but it's important. Acknowledge tiny accomplishments to train your brain to recognize progress. You are proving to yourself you are capable. You are making moves. Tiny, but still moves. We're hard on ourselves. We focus on 1 miss instead of 5 wins. Nightly routine. List wins, not failures. I brushed my teeth. I made my bed. I cooked a real meal instead of ordering takeout. Each is proof you're not a lazy blob. You're a functioning human navigating life. That is worth celebrating. Be your own cheerleader. Be obnoxious. I want to tell you something really important. If you feel lazy, if you feel unmotivated, if you spend more time on your couch than you'd like to admit, you are normal. You are so normal. It's easy to look at social media and think that everyone else has it all figured out. You see people waking up at 5 a.m. to go for a run, bake organic muffins, start a new business, all before you've even managed to find your phone. It looks like everyone is productive and happy and successful all the time, but that's not real life. That's a highlight reel. Nobody posts a picture of themselves staring at a pile of laundry for 3 days. Nobody does a video about how they ate cereal for dinner because they were too tired to cook. We only see the finished product. We see the clean house, not the 3 days of mess that came before it. We're all just comparing our behind-the-scenes chaos to everyone else's curated highlight reel. Every single person you admire has days where they feel lazy. Every successful person you know has moments where they can't get started. The difference isn't that they don't feel lazy. The difference is that they know it's a temporary feeling, not a permanent identity. They know that having an unproductive day doesn't make them an unproductive person. So please, stop beating yourself up. Being lazy sometimes doesn't mean you are lazy. It just means you're human. It means you're tired. It means you're overwhelmed. It means you need a break. So, what have we learned? We've learned that our couches are magnetic. Our brains are like toddlers. Putting on pants is a reason to celebrate. But the most important thing to remember is this. Change doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens in one tiny step. And then another, and another. You don't have to go from couch potato to go-getter overnight. That's impossible. Decide to take one small, almost insignificant step in the right direction. That's it. That's the whole secret. Don't worry about tomorrow, or next week, or next year. That's overwhelming. Just think about the next 2 minutes. What is one thing you can do right now in the next 2 minutes that will make you feel a tiny bit better? Maybe it's putting one dish in the dishwasher. Maybe it's stretching for 30 seconds. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's just standing up. Pick one thing. The smallest thing you can think of, and do it. Don't think about the step after that. Just focus on this one. That first step is the hardest. It breaks the inertia. It's also the most powerful. That one small step proves you can. It breaks the spell of I can't. It replaces it with the quiet whisper of I just did. That whisper is where motivation is born. You have everything you need to get started. Give yourself a little grace, a little kindness, and a 2-minute window. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate your tiny wins. Take the first step. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to Motivate Me Better You for more motivation and tips.